The National Park Service did issue a permit for tomorrow's rally at Crissy Field, but at the last minute, Patriot Prayer called off that rally and said it will hold an unpermitted event tomorrow at Alamo Square instead. We have team coverage tonight. First, KPX 5's Katie Nielsen at Alamo Square. Katie?
Veronica, the change in venues caught city leaders off guard. They said that they first heard about Patriot Prayer's plans to have a press conference here at Alamo Square Park by watching their Facebook Live broadcast this afternoon.
City of freedom right now that we're experiencing to shut down a free speech rally because of all the measures that were taken and forced us into this situation right here.
During the Facebook Live broadcast, organizers of Saturday's rally blamed the city of San Francisco, Mayor Ed Lee and Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi for not doing enough to ensure their safety during the rally at Crissy Field. But the permit for the Crissy Field rally called for extra security measures like banning backpacks, selfie sticks, masks, weapons, mace, and tiki torches, leading some community members to wonder if the extra security precautions prompted the group to move away from Crissy Field. Rally organizers reiterated during the social media broadcast they are not the same group responsible for violence at other rallies.
These Antifa thugs, okay, these kids who dress in all black, they constantly put these police officers' lives in danger. They put our lives in danger. They'll put any liberal lives in danger if they get in their way, if they speak out against them. Okay, so that's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm calling on, and I'm hoping that the city of San Francisco will protect us from Antifa tomorrow at 2 p.m. at Alamo Park.
But San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee said the city must be prepared for anything.
We don't know the motivation of the permit holders when they're on social media indicating that they're going to cancel their rally. We don't know officially whether that's happened or not.
Police Chief William Scott says it's their job to have officers ready at both locations to ensure the safety and security of everyone involved.
Whether it be Alamo Square or wherever else Crissy Field, we as a city have to be prepared, and we will be.
San Francisco police say the press conference tomorrow does not have a permit, but they will allow it to continue so long as there's no threat to public safety. Now, counter-protesters have already left their mark here in Alamo Park in chalk. If you look down here, you can see a message that says, "Put hate down the drain." And if you walk over here, you can actually see a quote written on the ground from Martin Luther King Jr. saying, "Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity." So hopefully tomorrow, no violence for either group. Live in San Francisco, Katie Nielsen, KPIX 5.
Tonight, Senator Scott Wiener blasted the group's last-minute change, saying, quote, "They did this after the National Park Service correctly placed significant security conditions on the permit, including not carrying anything that could be used as a weapon." Patriot Prayer is not interested in simply exercising free speech. Rather, Patriot Prayer wants to create a volatile, chaotic, violent tinderbox. Sharon Chin now continues our coverage from Crissy Field, where residents and businesses have been left in limbo tonight. Sharon?
Well, Veronica, this bicycle shop here decided tonight not to board up its windows after all. In fact, it may even open tomorrow. Some are in a fog about what to do.
We do not trust what they've said. We are continuing to plan for Crissy Field.
Supervisor Mark Farrell says he's skeptical the rally at Crissy Field is really canceled.
It is clear, if it wasn't before, that their intent is to cause confusion and chaos here in the city of San Francisco.
Roaring Mouse Cycle Shop is among the businesses that planned on closing Saturday because of the controversial rally. Now owner Chris Lane may open.
It's probably worse than the event actually going ahead, is not knowing if the event is going ahead, because there's some reassurance in knowing it's going to happen and preparing for it.
Business owner Paul Owen says he'll determine tomorrow whether to open or close his bar, Reed and Greno. But he fears participants who'd planned on attending the rally will now surface at counter-protests elsewhere in the city.
And my concern is that these people would show up to those and have a problem there. So I believe that the city needs to cancel every single permit.
Neighbors Steve and Nan Francis may just stay home.
Do we go out or not? I mean, the buses aren't going to be running to our neighborhood, so Will the taxis come?
We do not want homophobia in the White House.
Tonight, Gays Without Borders and others held a vigil at Crissy Field to show the need for love and light.
We are very upset that we have an atmosphere right now, a milieu, with a lot of anti-immigrants, anti-Semitism, racism, extreme bigotry.
Because of the rally's cancellation, the National Park Service said tonight that there will be no road closures and these businesses are okay to open tomorrow, but park-operated services like the Visitor Center and the Fort Point National Historic Site will be closed. Live in San Francisco, Sharon, KPIX 5.
The anti-Marxism rally scheduled for Sunday in Berkeley is still on, but tonight some counter-protesters promised to shut it down.
The organizer of the anti-Marxism rally in Berkeley may be urging people to stay home, but tonight counter-protesters who met here are saying they're not backing down. In a long statement emailed to KPIX5, Amber Cummings, the organizer behind the protest planned in Berkeley this weekend, urged supporters to stay home. I'm asking that no one come to my event, No to Marxism in America. It will be me alone attending, she wrote. I have concerns that Antifa and BAM will attack my people attending the event, and in good conscience, I cannot risk this happening.
We don't believe them. We don't trust anything they say. The alt-right and the Nazis, these white supremacists, lie all the time.
Yvette Falarka, an organizer with BAM, believes it's an attempt to bring down attendance and says her counter-protesters will show up anyway.
We intend to mobilize as many people as possible, Saturday and Sunday.
Tonight, a small group of BAM members who asked us not to identify them for safety reasons met on campus at UC Berkeley to talk about their strategy, which does not include pacifism.
Is BAM committed to being peaceful?
BAM is committed to making sure that we can protect this community.
So is that a no then?
So in Charlottesville, pacifism did not stop the fascists.
Falarka also decried the city's ban on weapons and face masks at the rallies. She says it's not enforceable. In Berkeley, Christin Ayers on the Night Beat.